What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video we're focusing back on the topic that is brought up nearly every month, every time we bring up the Southern Hemisphere, the debate of the Springboks going to Six Nations, the debate of Super Rugby coming to an end, South African teams going to join Pro 14. No one really knows what the hell is going on, who will be, what the final result will be. But more calls have been called for South Africa to leave Super Rugby and to have this tournament reshaped, restructured to suit the needs of obviously New Zealand, Australia and the Pacific Island teams, which is understandable because, look, Australia need to redevelop and figure out strategies on how to keep fans in the stadiums and keep them excited. And obviously New Zealand have announced that they're going to have a wholesale review into every aspect following the outbreak. So there's a lot of talking around of what's going to happen next year, how the tournament's going to be restructured. I mean, we already know that the Sunwolves are leaving in 2021. So I think a lot of things could happen. I don't think it's going to happen next year, and I don't think it will happen anytime soon just yet. It's all talk now, but it's good. We need to be talking about these things in order to spice things up a bit, get creative, excite the game. Do I want to see South African teams leave Super Rugby? No, I don't. I thoroughly enjoy being a part of the history of SANZAAR, the Rugby Championship, Super Rugby, what we've built over the years. Yes, will it be easy? Of course it will be. Travel arrangements. It will make sense to create a tournament over for the Pacific Island teams to bring it in. I want to see Pacific Island teams join Super Rugby and the Rugby Championship. So for me, it's all great talk and great ideas to benefit the game. And the whole complaint around this has been the travelling from South Africa to New Zealand to Australia and vice versa. The current time zone differences for when we play at 3 and 5 o'clock, it's crack of dawn in the morning over in Australia and New Zealand. For us, watching a game at 9 a.m, I don't have a problem with it. Obviously, like to have a few brewskis and a beer later on in the day to watch these games. But hey, if we have to watch at 9, we wake up at 9 and watch it. Still just as exciting and entertaining. But I do understand how tough it is for New Zealand fans to wake up so early in order to watch a South African situated game. So I'm fully for it. So Tim Horan, former Australian, has called for Pacific Island nations to be part of a new look Super Rugby model within their teams based out of cities in Australia and New Zealand. He suggested that from those continents they could play their own conference, potentially meet the best Pacific, Asia Pacific teams in the playoff series, dual World Cup winner. He mentioned this on the Breakdown, New Zealand Sky TV program, that Japan would ideally remain involved and eventually the United States could be welcomed into this tournament going forward. And I think that's great. I think we need to bring the game into smaller nations or rugby playing nations so we can get it going, get it excited, get people talking about it. Because we all know what wonders the World Cup did for Japan rugby and how it's been so widely respected and spoken about and been rated as one of the best World Cups. Definitely the most watched World Cups or most watched final. So all good things came out of it by introducing the sport into Japan. So I'm all for it. Do I want to see South Africa leave? As said, no, I don't. I would love us to incorporate some sort of tournament where we can be included with our fellow friends from New Zealand and Australia. But hey, if it's what's best for rugby, by all means go for it. But I just don't see us being welcomed in Six Nations. There's too much history there, and I do not see them breaking that. That's hence why I did the video yesterday on bringing tours into international rugby. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Good suggestion. And we need to keep on talking about these. Keep on remodeling the ideas of how we can change Super Rugby for the better of the sport, for the better of the fans. So good on him. I know Andrew Mertens wants us out, but I don't think he's really like South Africa. I know he's a South African born, but definitely not being popular when he talks about us. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens going forward. But definitely these are all positive talks. And the beauty of it is that we're talking about the Pacific Island teams joining in. We're talking about the US and all that stuff. So I think it's all good talk. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below on Tim Horan's comments about the Pacific Island nations being a part of it and eliminating South Africa from it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you real soon for another one. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.